Two-tone and L-E-L-N-E-S-S-N. Yes, we are the very best.
$7 popping collars, eating shrimp. $5 met some girls from Guatemala, now they trying to holler.
Now before they wouldn't bother, now I'm trying to be a scholar, cause she giving all the knowledge to me.
Knowledge to me.
Doing homework every night of the week. Like she chillin' up at college with me.
College with me, but we cruising, man. Rolling up at 430. Kush same color as a Kobe Road jersey, or a throwback worthy. Giraffe ass high, fresh breeze just passing us by. Cause I'm cruising on a Sunday afternoon. I got my good shoes on, ain't got no bad news. Here's what you say to the lady. Let me squeeze ya, oh, let me hold ya, oh, let me squeeze ya, oh, let me hold ya. Why? Cause I don't wanna leave this party, baby, without you. What you waiting for? Hop in the ride. Okay. What you waiting for? Hop in the ride. So I arrive at a party at 9. I reside beside Sim. Think when we fly, time's on our side. But look again, then it's 11 p.m. Chalk it on the board. Time to sin. Let's begin. Hey, you're kinda cute, and I got the loot to befriend both you and your girlfriend too.
You single Tim Jones?
Well, that depends. Just then she turned to a friend and she said,
I really like him.
Say word.
I really like him.
Oh yeah.
I really.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JCT TV. I'm Papa T. As in always, it is our pleasure to enter into your world and hopefully bring you informative data that you can process for your everyday needs. Whether it be entertainment-based, religious, or political, we do our best to shine a light on these situations current so that you can actually be informed as to the world that you are involved in and that surrounds you. As in always, I'd like to give a great big shout out to Big Al, director in the back, making it do what it do. How's it going, Big Al? I want to give a great big shout out to Carlene. She's in the house holding down Sky 13 today, opening the doors so we can come in and kick in the doors for you and you. I want to give a great big shout out to our own Detrice Gali, coming forth here shortly to make it do what it do on the sets of JCT TV, as well as returning our own Jose Coco Velez, as well as you're going to see a fantastic interview with none other than Curtis Sewa coming up, founder and leader of the Guardian Angels. I'm Papa T. Once again, we have a very interesting show today based on sexuality or the sexualization of television, current and past, as we do our best to make you say, because it's really interesting where we are currently, and there's nothing more important than the children in all of civilization. So we definitely want to make sure that you focus on them. And with school about to return, we'll be out there hopefully doing events that will bring forth assistance in helping those teachers as well as the governmental establishments get the supplies that children need for their everyday existence in school for greater scholastic achievement. Once again, I'm Papa T. I'm going to get out your way, and Jose is going to come forth and do ET News, JCT News, y'all. I'm Papa T.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jose here with your JCT TV Entertainment News. The preschool education program, Sesame Street, will be making a big move to HBO soon. The change is due to the way children programming is consumed and how it has changed over the past decade. The co-founder of Sesame Street, Joan Gans Cooney, stated the major reason for the crossover is to fund the nonprofit mission with a sustainable business model. Sesame Street will still air half-hour-long shows on PBS, but the newest one-hour-long episodes will be exclusive to HBO's outlets for the next 5 seasons. A traveling singing competition based on the Fox hit TV series Empire made a last-minute change on its tour this past week as it ventured through the Midwest. The bus was scheduled to stop in St. Louis to allow fans of the show to sing their version of the show's soundtrack songs, but changed course due to the civil unrest still occurring there. On the year anniversary of Michael Brown Ferguson incident, the county declared a state of emergency after several people were wounded by gunfire and a group of protesters were arrested for blocking traffic in both directions on Interstate 70. A man in Montana has had criminal charges filed against him for fraudulent practices within the movie entertainment industry. Matthew McClintock is accused of scamming investors into giving him $29,000 to produce a cowboy documentary, which he claimed would be narrated by Clint Eastwood. Deputy Securities Commissioner Lynn Egan said on Thursday, just over $200 remained in his account when the state froze McClintock's accounts. Prosecutors claim a majority of the money was spent on dining and living expenses. Miley Cyrus will be the featured cover model on the latest Marie Claire magazine. Her toned-down image on the cover reflects the inside interview in which she will be discussing her dissatisfaction with the public's acceptance of media standards, her dysmorphia caused by her Disney acting days, and her current feud with Taylor Swift. Please stay tuned for Jatrice's Top 10 list here on JCT TV.
Papa T here at JCT TV with head creator Curtis Sewa from Guardian Angels here in Manhattan. Just finished looking in on Caribbean and Dominican Day Parade, and of course you figured you'll see these guys somewhere close because practically they help Juliana clean up the city. So Curtis, what are you doing today and these days, and how have you been?
Well, for 36 years we've been rocking and shocking these streets in New York, and we're now in 18 countries, 130 cities with the Guardian Angels. So it's definitely gotten quite large from those days back in 1979 when I first took out those first patrols in the Bronx.
I remember, as a matter of fact, they even invited you guys up to New Haven, which is where I'm heading right now, back to CT, because there were some issues up there. Who's the little guy?
I'm Anthony.
Anthony? All right. What is one of the things that you would like to say to the general public in regards to where things were when the Guardian Angels actually commenced and where they are today, Curtis?
Well, back in 1979, things were out of control in the Bronx and New York City, and things have gotten extraordinarily better. The problem is we got to keep it that way. We're beginning to slip back. So it's up to the people to make sure they put their feet forward, not just depend on the police, because it never happens just with the police.
And what are some of the ways in which it's regressing, Curtis?
Well, I've noticed just the slipping of the quality of life. You have more people that are publicly drinking, urinating, littering, vandalizing, graffiti. It's the first level.
So you believe that these things are contributing factors, some of the first levels of total chaos?
Oh yeah, anytime you see any degrading of the way people behave towards one another, it's definitely going to lead to more violent actions. Because if you have no respect over the simple things, it'll translate itself into the major things, which lead to an increase in violent crime. Okay, and one of the other things I noticed you have some of the guys out here. What is one of your methods of recruiting respectable Guardian Angels? Well, you always need new recruits, and you need diversity. So you need black, whites, Hispanics, Asians working together, showing the community that things can be done beyond just what the police are able to do. Okay, so you believe that family is key in keeping things under control, not only on the streets of America, but throughout the world? Well, if you have strong families, it makes it a lot easier to control what happens, since it's generally young people who create most of the problems, young males. But because the state of the family is very dysfunctional in America, then everyone else has to contribute, has to jump in and become mentors to the young men and young women who may not have any at home. Okay, in closing here, Curtis, what is something you would like to leave with these folks here at JCT TV? Say that again? In closing, what is one of the things you would like to leave, one of the most important and pertinent things that you would like to leave with the listeners and viewers of JCT TV? The most important thing here in America is self-help. You know, we expect government to deliver on a wide range of services, and that's fine. But when it comes to quality of life, when it comes to looking after our children, that's something that we have to do at a community level. We can't expect the government to take care of us from the cradle to the grave. Outstanding. Still looking strong and standing strong after 36 years. Curtis and the Guardian Angels, JCT Television tips their hats to you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Outstanding.
Welcome everybody to my weekly top 10. We're going to start off with number 10, If Only by Dove Cameron. Number 9 is Let Me See Ya Girl by Cole Swindle. Number 8 is Comfortable by K Camp. Number 7 is 100 by The Game featuring Drake. Number 6 is Anything Goes by Florida Georgia Line. Number 5 is Charge Up by Drake. Number 4 is Save It for a Rainy Day by Kenny Chastity. Number 3, Fly by Maddie and Tay. Number 2 is How Deep Is Your Love by Calvin Harris and Disciplines. And number 1 is Omen by Disclosure featuring Sam Smith. That wraps up my top 10. I'll give you more next time. Later. Hey everybody, welcome to the Entertainment Roundtable. I'm Jatrice. This is my good friend Jose.
What's up, girl? How you doing? Hello, hello.
And everybody knows our great man Papa T here. And today's topic is sexualization and how it actually affects our society today. So who wants to start on the topic first?
Well, I've become exposed to a layer of videos, and wow. That's all I can say is wow. But it showed a evolution of this process of inflicting in the minds not only of the public, but in the minds, because the minds of the children is what really concerned me. Because adults in my world can do whatever they want to do. But the thing is, the children, which is the future, to have something imposed on their mentality prior to them being able or ready to make their own decisions is what the effect is that concerns me. And I'm going to let you guys go with it, and I'm just going to bounce off whatever you guys have to say about it and give you my opinion.
We talk about like subliminal messaging and things like commercials, cartoons, television shows, where it's not so much the actual plot of the show is based around sex, but you know, the in-between details or the underlying theme of it or what's going on, right?
Yes.
But sometimes, or I don't know if they do it. Do you think those cartoons are made on purpose like that, the way they're made, or maybe it happens by accident? Maybe it's not so much.
If it's an accident, for things that I've seen and was exposed to via these cartoons and regular folk pictures too, like Disney and other networks, if it was an accident, it's an incredible accident. Because, I mean, it's just there. I mean, it's just there, and it's so relevant to the time, and to reflect back biblically of a time that would occur, and we're obviously existing in that particular time, it's atrocious. You know, and the scripture goes to tell you the least you do unto my little ones is better that you tie a millstone around your neck and jump into the deepest ocean. I mean, that there is a time that we're existing in, because the children's minds has definitely been affected. Or did the adults have the purchasing power? Who's the real motivation behind that purchasing power? It's the children.
Yeah, right? I want it.
We no longer give the children any attention, but we think that we're doing right by them by them going out and buying them every expensive toy or gadget that we possibly can. And what they really need, more so than physical or materialistic things, is that spiritual and emotional or mental stability and attention. You know, and somebody's giving it to them, because you know, they have the artificial babysitters such as television and computers, and somebody's giving it to them, because the things that you can see on computers, which we're going to reflect to you in not too long when we go to one of the videos that I was exposed to, and it shows all of these different subliminal messages. Not just subliminal, it's obvious. Forget subliminal. You know,
like that commercial, Captain Obvious.
Wow. Now, I know you guys are in that spectrum, whereas that you actually get an opportunity to actually grasp or seize on some of these things and observe them on a regular basis. Your generation sort of skipped that a little bit, right? But it began with you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Because they began to cut us off at a certain point and say, don't listen to them, listen to us, we have the answers. So all of the new shows have the older generation as being sort of kicked to the curb and saying they don't know anything, listen to us. But then they have the society flip-flopped upside down, I mean, and twisted, and everything is distorted. not that we were perfect in our doings. Right?
That's what I was going to say, because they made it. They made the TV.
Yeah. No. This is the new generation that's making it. The folks, as we call the educated idiots now, so to speak.
No, well, I think like Walt Disney and stuff. You're talking about Walt Disney and the drawing of pictures and things like that. Yes, even the original Mickey Mouse stuff was like based around racism and things like that. Like certain things were going on.
All of those things were in there at that particular given time. The way that these things were being portrayed or giving out to the people, it was just, okay, this is how we're currently living. So this is what we project. Okay. All of the other races, especially the black race, was always subservient. Right? So everything was put into the perspective of how we live. I mean, when you were shown in a movie, a film, or a series, you were always a servant, a butler, or something of that like, and not even quite a butler, because butler had some kind of status, so it was even subservient to the butler. You know, and now it's a situation that whereas they've taken that same process, somebody's taken that same process. And created it sexually. Because everything is motivated around sex. And like I said, it doesn't matter to me. Adults, do what you want to do, because that's my reality. But the thing is that as the child who don't have the ability to really make up their own minds yet to know truly right from wrong, and this is what you are overemphasizing to them, then that's what they're going to project, and that's what they're going to portray, and that's what they're going to imitate. Right? And you see a lot of this. And with that being said, we're going to go over to the first half of this video and let you guys observe what I'm talking about, and then we'll come back and see what you guys have to say.
With the lonely goat, lay, you're back with the girl in goat, lay, low. You're low.
Yeah.
This is the key that makes us wind up when the beat comes on. The girls all line up and the boys all look, but no, they can't touch. But the girls want to know why boys like us so much. They like the way we dance, they like the way we work, they like the way they laugh. It's going across my shirt. They like the way my pants, it compliments.
So what was really disturbing is that we found a lot of hypersexuality of the female characters in even television and movies aimed at little kids. For example, in G-rated animated films, the female characters wear the same amount of sexually revealing clothing as the female characters in R-rated movies, which is pretty horrifying. I mean, what are we putting that much sexuality and hypersexuality into things aimed at the littlest kids for? There was research that just came out that showed that girls as young as 6 years old have started to self-sexualize. In other words, they have started seeing themselves through the male gaze and realizing that they need to be sexy in order to be appreciated at 6 years old. And this is a very new development. We knew that women and teenage girls were doing that. So clearly the culture is sending a very negative message to girls and to boys about girls when the female characters are constantly shown in this sexy light.
ultimate closet. Make fashion news. 4 pairs of shoes.
4 purses.
Tell me which dress looks the best.
All 3.
There's room for more. Fashionistas know what a closet's for. Hang it on the rack, hang it on the door. Put it on the shelf, put it in the drawer. Show your fashion abilities. The Barbie Ultimate Closet.
Wow! Ultimate closet.
Royal girls have arrived.
Rats.
Princess moves just as down. Move over, queen. We're on the throne. Kicking back just like home. Dancing is right. All right. Changing for the raging ball tonight. Regal people party now. Look who gets to wear the crown. Rats, princess. What we're talking about is what man is like.
And we're back now. As you guys probably have seen the video and actually probably have your own form of opinion and understanding where Papa T's coming from. Now I get it since having to see it, and I understand where he's coming from, where it's, you know, pretty much from what you have said, and I wanted to come out and say pretty much their point is sex sells. That's all. That's always been the thing that.
I like the intent to put it in there.
Yeah.
So even if they don't catch the grown-ups, they don't see it. The children are already programmed. They see it, so that's what they end up growing and wanting more and more of.
Automatic. I mean, the little girls. I mean, it has become a common thing for a little kid, 3 to 5 years old, to be wearing makeup, full-fledged makeup, with the eyelashes, fake eyelashes. The lipstick, they don't want to wear their own hair now. They want weave.
That was one of the things we talked about with Miley Cyrus, where it was on the news that in her interview now, she was talking about her days with Disney acting, and she was an 11-year-old girl, and she's portraying like a 16-year-old girl. So every day she'd go into work with makeup and all this stuff, and be there hours and hours and having to act like this person. And when she'd go home, she didn't know who she was. She would look at herself like without makeup or whatever, and that gave her a sense of like you know, a disconnect of who she really is, whatever. And that was one of the reasons that really led her to going over to what people see her as now, as Miley or whatever.
Now, since you said that, she's not the only one.
Yeah,
I actually read
we hear it all the time from all these child stars.
The person I was about to come up with was Raven. She was the same way. In fact, I remember having to read about the fact that when she actually had the show That's So Raven, one of the crew members went to her and told her to stop doing so much tanning because it was affecting the production.
When you say tanning,
tanning.
Tanning?
Yeah.
So what is that process?
Making her darker than what she wanted her to be?
Yeah.
No. She was doing it, and every time she actually comes back to actually do a scene, they have to adjust the lighting because she was messing up the production of that.
Can you explain to me purpose that she was doing this?
Basically, it was her own for her own benefit because she wanted to feel good about herself. So that's why she was. And her going tanning made her feel that way. So, but like I said, when the crew members asked her to stop, and she was like, well, "Wow, I didn't realize it was actually affecting me, and that it was affecting the whole production." So she ended up having to stop doing that. The other thing was that she also did feel like she was under a lot of stress. So she had a issue with her weight, because it would be one time she'll be slim, and then she'll blow up, and then she'll end up going slim again.
That could lead to the sexualization of it because the TV producers want to portray a certain image of what's attractive or what's not, so that hurts them.
Yep.
I mean, as you saw in the video, a lot of the Disney stuff, especially Disney, they targeted them as far as, you know, the songs that these little kids are singing and the things they're talking about and the imaging. I mean, it's incredible. And, you know, I saw one clip. I'm not sure if they're going to show it here today, but they had a panel with little children on it, as we sit here as adults, and they were talking about, you know, how these things affect them and how they don't want to be. And then one young lady, and she's a well-known in the industry as far as being a producer, and she was telling me, you want to give the image of being naked. Because I'm only 11. Yeah,
going back to like a spiritual standpoint, and there's something in the Bible like around the Eden where there's two trees and one of them is like knowledge, and they see themselves naked or whatever and became embarrassed, even though it's a natural thing. But they're putting it into a different way of naked automatically sex. It's not like a human thing.
Sexual, because the thing is, like you said, naked being to the physical eye, nowadays is perceived because of the level of knowledge, that automatic, you know, that's taboo, that's wrong, right? And it's not necessarily wrong, right? The human body is a beautiful object, but the thing is that we're perceived, and we do perceive it that way because of the things that we see on television. The media actually controls the thought process of the people. It makes or breaks any item, entity, or individual as far as escalating them as a god, and they have them worshiping these fake false gods. Or it can deflate you, as you see when it wants to do what it's doing to Bill Cosby right now, is that when they wanted to crush you, they can crush you as well, because the media controls this. It controls your mind. You watch TV, you watch radio, you read the newspaper, you read magazines. We control what you think.
Now, when you bring that up, you know what actually started that? Who actually started it first? They talked about Steve Collins first, before they even talked about Bill Cosby.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Explain that to us. Break it down for the folks.
Okay.
Me too.
Because a while back, Steve Collins' wife was actually planning on they were getting a divorce, and she came out and has said something about Steve Collins of having to sexually assault young children. Now, and he was actually having to, you know, try to deny that factor, but then come to realize that if he wants to see the divorce and everything, she comes out with all this stuff.
Wow.
It turns out that it's true. So it started off with him.
He did confess, right?
Yep. It started off with him, and then that's when all these other women decided to come out and say, yeah, I was raped by Bill Cosby.
Wow.
It's to a point where the latest person was actually back in 2000. The incident happened in 2008.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Yesterday.
But then there you go. I mean, staying on track, there it is. I mean, you actually have more. I mean, it's all sex. I mean, all the way from the youth, putting it, not only putting it in the minds of the youth, but portraying it through the youth.
And, oh, my bad. It's like, I always think about from being young, and like, porn was everywhere. There's no like protection from porn. Right. Even before the internet, there's magazines everywhere. Everywhere I go, porn everywhere. And I'm young, and I'm like, what?
But it's more protected on the public level now, except for the internet.
Except for the internet. That's
is
the main
it's rampant. You can't control that.
Right.
I mean, you can put those controls on, notice that. These children are brilliant. They know computers better than you. That's all they know. You know, whereas folks from my generation, we know, well, some of us that do invest into computer learning. We know the computers, and we know what it's like to be antiquated as well, not have anything related to computer. Right? So the thing is that we know both sides of that fence right there. That whereas the children, all they know is computers. So they're brilliant with that. I mean, and they say that they're superficially intelligent, but no, the thing is that's all they know. So all of their intelligence is directed in that manner. Whereas me, I may want to grab a old-fashioned book and then I want to see it and read it. Whereas that now they want to go on the iPad and they want to go on the computer and they want to read that book.
And when you look on the news sources on the internet, the main headlines are things. Khloe Kardashian poses naked for blah blah blah, and the next one, who is the one I see today? Amanda Bynes is doing good. She's on her in a bikini laying down. It's like the main things are sexual.
And the thing is, it's levels. It tells you, okay, at this level you operate, you do this sexually though. At this level you operate and you do this sexually. At this level you do this. Yeah. And then just like clockwork, I mean, it comes to the point that Miley Cyrus follows in the footsteps of a Madonna, and you have the other young lady, Miss Simpson, right? That she just went totally overboard.
Ashley Simpson.
Yeah, yes. And the thing is that these folks are.
Is it Ashley or Jessica?
It's levels. I'm not sure because you guys know those people better than I do.
Well, okay.
I don't watch them.
Okay, all right. Okay, is she young?
They're all young to me. That's the wrong question. But to not even go into so much like, pointing fingers. You know what I mean? That's not what the objective is. The objective is to show that there's actually different levels. What's the young lady who cut her hair off? Britney Spears, right? Okay. Now, this young lady, Miley Cyrus, is following right behind her footsteps. With the exception of, we'll see if it goes totally overboard, as far as the drug use, excessive drug use, and the public scandal activity.
But it's like I said before. I mean, we discussed this off camera before about when it came down to the people that actually work with Disney and people that work with Nickelodeon. And like I said, when it comes down to Disney, they're pretty much constricted. Disney is conservative, so there's certain things they are binded not to do. So basically they don't have the.
In my opinion, it's all the same. I don't think.
Nickelodeon, there's no restriction. Not for what I see in the video.
I mean, like, think about it. I mean, like I said before, when you actually hear about certain celebrities, you hear more about the celebrities that are coming from Disney wilding out more than you hear about any other celebrity coming from another network. When you think about it.
Yeah, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we can just go on and on and on, but hopefully we have brought to your attention even a little bit, and if you continue to do your research, some of the facts about the sexualization and opinions of TV today. Right? And we're going to actually jump over to the other part of that video, and we'll be right back with Good Go No Go.
Oh, your favorite.
The specialist.
It's been a minute.
gonna sass it up a bit. A shoulder, shoulder, tap, tap, turn around and and whammy, and whammy, and whammy.
Man, I can't believe we lost again.
What do you think the problem is?
The other team scored more points than us.
I have an idea.
Nope. Mom, remember we made an agreement as Team Mom. You can only answer questions about snacks and schedules. We even put this in writing. Spencer, what's going on? Are you cheating on me?
I put my arm around my cousin.
Your what?
My cousin, Skylar.
Hi, you're Skylar, right? I didn't know you two were cousins.
I thought you two were cousins.
Spencer's my boyfriend.
No, Spencer's my boyfriend.
So, you two have met, huh?
Yeah, turns out we're cousins.
Yeah, don't forget dessert.
I always knew you could do it.
I'm glad you're up there with me. That was incredible. I feel like I can do anything.
I know I can do anything, as long as I'm with you.
Austin, I thought about it. Yes, I'll be your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I love you.
I love you squared.
I don't know how long this relationship is going to last if you're going to giggle every time I speak.
What just happened?
Yeah, I know what girls like. Strange pants,
Cute sweater and sweet perfume. Don't dress for him, it's better when you dress for you. I keep it loose, my outfit is tight. I know what boys, yeah, I know what boys like.
I know what girls like, you know what I mean.
I know what boys like girls like me.
I know what girls like boys like me.
I know what boys like girls like me.
Like me,
Like me,
like me,
like me,
like me.
like me.
And we're back. Now we actually left off talking about the celebrities and when it comes down to who they work with, and we were saying about how some of them, the ones that work with Disney, are the ones that have a tendency to wild out.
Okay.
And to me, okay, here's something funny. My brother doesn't think having to watch the Disney Channel is really good because it's somewhat addicting. Like it's like something about it. He says that it got maybe some sort of, they got subliminal messaging going on where you only you watch that, and that's pretty much all you go for, other than any other channel.
But I can tell you, children that are even well reared and given a lot of attention on the home base domestically, they do fall into this sort of subcultural praise of the Disney characters. Because if you pay attention to most of these shows, and I can't emphasize it enough, that they're actually telling you not to listen to your parents. Because the thing is that in all these shows, the parents is the dummies, and the children is really, really intelligent. You know, like hopefully they showed it in some of the video here today. But the thing is that they're telling you, oh no, mommy, don't say anything. Just get the cookies or or get the car ready. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna finish out this conversation. And they're like, boy, you know what I'm saying? He's a dummy. You know what? We want to pay. But they don't want to say that, you know, physically. But the action speaks louder than words. You know, so the kids hate the parents.
But I see that as like what we were talking about earlier with the Walt Disney, where it's just portraying of what's going on, and how many times we go into supermarkets and the kids running the show. Like,
there you go.
So the parent is the dummy.
Yes, and you know that really started when the parent wanted to be excessively involved with the child socially to the point that they want to be their friends more so than be the parent.
Which is
so they stop leading.
Yep.
And the scripture tells you in the end the children will lead the way. But the thing is that they didn't say whether it was going to be positive or negative. And you see negative.
From my experience, when it came down to a kid, there was having to deal with a 3-year-old, and her mother. She was acting more of a friend to the child than anything. But when it came down to me disciplining her, she listened, she responded, and she was well raised, but by me though, not by the mother.
The individual, the person that really cares.
Yes.
The real mother.
Yeah.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know there has to be a balance, you know, and that's what we ask all of you promoters and producers out there to do when you're considering putting together your shows. To keep the violence down, there has to be some level of balance. At a certain decibel point or whatever, you have to bring the people down and calm. And we know that music calms the savage beast as well as beauty. So the thing is, we're going to flow over into the section that you guys love and hopefully calm the people down.
This is Jose's number one favorite section.
This is good to go, no go.
Yeah.
That's it. Good to go, no go. It's just good to go. The whole show.
And what we're going to be doing today is we're critiquing tracks that don't necessarily have to be unsigned artists, but cover songs and mix songs as well. And we're going to go to that team called the Street Sweepers and tour their tracks from their CD first off.
Okay.
Come on, come on. It's survival in the city. This is brand new. Chic Loose, featuring Jay Kiss. Exclusive shit. King Slay, Jerry King in this motherfucker, man. Haters of new love. Y'all niggas can't stop me. Crazy.
Wow. Sounds like an intro, but I'm going to leave it to Jose. They expert down there.
If I wasn't such a rap addict, then I'd pretend I didn't know that song and stuff. I do. I know. I was just listening to some Chic Luch earlier, some Locks, and that's just that's what you expect from DJ Drama. And I'm gonna give it a good to go.
Okay. Jace.
I mean, I was straight. I mean, but it seemed like it was a pretty long intro. I was expecting the music to start, but you know, it was straight, I guess. If you can do without the profanity, and other than that, I'll give it a go.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this: according to hip hop and what hip hop is or currently is, right? Being portrayed as, I'd have to give it a good to go. But morally, and staying on the premise of our main topic today, the sexualization of TV and society, I would have to give it a no-go, because this is the music that the children are listening to and exposed to that's giving them some of those other concepts, not only brought on by Disney and Nickelodeon and the other TV stations, but the music that they're listening to as well. I would have to give it a no-go.
Okay.
We're going to go to the second track.
And we continue on. Something brand new by Busta Rhymes. Featuring Snoop Dogg and Jackie O. Shout out to the whole Flipmode squad. So motherfucking exclusive. Haters, get down, man. Get out.
From the moment that I seen you when you walked on past, I looked at your face, I looked at your ass. I saw you look at my whip, you look at my cash. You see the diamond gleaming through the tin.
Let's start off with Jatrice.
Was that Buster?
Buster for sure.
What?
The Rhyme Master.
Didn't he get in trouble for something?
He was in the news too.
What happened? What happened with Buster?
He got into a fight.
Oh, well, he's buffed up.
At a New York gym. Well, he threw his shake at one of the employees that worked at the gym at their head.
He said, I want a sweet and low.
That's the end result of getting too swole, I guess. You know, you got to release somewhere, right? right, give us that new good to go, no go.
Okay.
Termination.
The music was good. I just wish that they cut down the intro a little short. Other than that, you also get rid of some of the profanity. I mean, like, you can be psyched all you want without the profanity. Other than that, I still give it. It's still all right to me, so I'll give it a go.
Okay.
You know me, I like Busta Rhymes. I grew up with Busta Rhymes, so I like the beat more than I like the beat more than the lyrics, I guess. But like you were talking about in the context of the show, talking about sexualization, he says it right there, very clear. See a girl walking down the street, I'm looking at her, but I have to give it a good to go.
Well, again, who can detest or challenge Busta? You got to give him a good to go. The boy's insane. The beat is insane, right? I mean, whether you like the content, the lyrics, or whatever, you still rocking, right? So the thing is, on that basis, we give it a good to go. On the basis of sexualization and TV, give it a no-go, because that's it right there. You know, the bottom line, look at her behind, look at this right here, the sexualization of society. And it comes through the music as well as TV.
Yep.
And the magazines, visuals. And it sells. So as a business, we do it.
Yep.
All right, the next track is going to be from my own JDX, and it's called Money.
Money, and I'm the king of this world. I'm the big bad boy, I'm the big bad boss. My name is Money, and I'm the king.
I really like that song.
Really?
Give it to Jose.
You feel like money, man. I feel like it has a cool beat and you can relax to. And then he's talking about money. Everybody wants money. I mean, I like it, man, but all this music and subliminal messaging is messing up my brain. What's worse, actual visualization, like seeing it in the physical, like we were talking about, like with television, or through the sound and you imagine it in your head, something else that may not be right there in front of you?
Well, that's the first level of sin, not the first, actually the second. Most people don't understand that there's a super conscious level and divine and kinetic level of the minds as well. But the thing is that subconsciously is where you first sin.
Subconscious?
Yeah. And then you actually carry it out physically. You know what I mean? Consciously. But
I'm gonna have to give it a good to go.
I'm gonna let you go next.
Yeah, let me go now? Okay, beautiful. I get to go second at least. But you know, the thing is, I love it. I love the concept, and I believe that if you want something, you like something, you love something, then you're going to get that something. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for the acquisition of money, Ecclesiastes 10 verse 19 tells you that wine was made for merry, feast was made for laughter, but money answers all things contrary to what people preach, right? But the thing is that when you put money as your main emphasis, as your God, the materialistic aspect of it, then that's what you're going to follow, and that's trouble is going to follow that at some level, because that too leads into sexualization. You'll do anything to get that money, and that's where we are today. Okay, so on that term right there, as far as the song, the track, and all the rest of that, I'm still swayed on the side of giving it a good to go all the way around the board. But then with the slight possibility that you folks that's really out there listening and you've heard everything said here today, consider potentially maybe giving it a no-go in your lifestyles. But love that money, because that's the only way you're going to get it. If you don't want money, you need to leave America, because this is a capitalistic and imperialistic system. Go to a third world country where money is not that important, but skills, talents, and crafts is more relevant. Teresa.
I ain't like it at all.
Shut him down.
I almost jumped off the set.
Like, all I can actually just visualize being on an island, and some dude dressed in a white suit, calling himself Money.
Wow.
That's all I saw, and I'm like, I'm like, what is this? Really? It just didn't. I just didn't like it. It just didn't. Him calling himself, it just didn't go together. That's why. I guess that's the reason why I don't like it. It just didn't go together.
Oh, when you picture a beach, you don't picture a guy talking about money. You picture like
he's on the or is this his own fantasy of money coming down, or he has it or something? Other than that, it just didn't go.
So are you saying that the beat didn't?
The music didn't go. Yeah, it didn't go. No.
There you go. That's interesting. I'm going to listen to it at a later date, and with that in mind.
So it's a definite no go on my part. I'm sorry.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I believe that we all expressed that here today, and we were pretty much genuine in what we were saying.
I don't know what you were thinking.
And like I said, the whole concept is to have the artists go back and do what they need to do. But as well, today we actually reflected on our theme as well, which was sexualization in TV in America today. So with that being said, we're going to move off your set for today, but we're going to leave you with a performance by our own Mr. Coco Velez, Jose. Yes.
1, 2, 2. Here for you, you, and you. It's been a while since I had a crush. Type of girl that got me trying to hug just to get a touch. Got me thinking about it too much. But she stay in my dreams too, so maybe too much is not enough. It's much more than just lust. It's just us stuck in a world where too many people forget love. More than thug loving too. You give back what I gave you. Marvin Gaye, repeat number 2. Maybe it's the way you move got me open. I'm scoping the sexy curves, and I'm hoping to get you home from the club and start stroking. We gon' be up until 6 in the morning. I can't help being addicted to this. I try to resist, but you get me back with a kiss. I love you like I love hip hop. It won't stop, so baby girl, let's slow rock.
Slow rock with you, baby.
Rock, slow
I just wanna take my time.
I wanna take my time.
Slow rock with you, shorty. Just promise that you're gonna be mine.
Just promise you'll be mine.
You're the one that I want. You're the one of my dreams, and you got what I need.
Hey girl, you got what I need.
So slow rock with me, baby. Slow rock with me.
And I can see you're stressed today, but don't worry. Lay down, baby, let me rub you the right way. Or some might say that we won't last long, but let them keep talking, we can prove them wrong. The love is so strong, and so is the respect. I can go out and you don't worry about being next. Satisfaction with the no drama about an ex. Forget what you heard, they all talking out their necks, cause they ain't never seen nothing like us. You smile bright as the sun, my style like no one's. Go out, have the fun, stay home, give you the love. I know you like it rough, you know us. It's so true, like soul food. I can't go to sleep after getting a dose of you. I love you like I love hip hop. It won't stop, so baby girl, let's slow rock.
Slow rock with you, baby. I just wanna take my time.
I wanna take my time.
Slow rock with you, shorty. Just promise that you're gonna be mine.
Just promise you'll be mine.
You're the one that I want. You're the one of my dreams, and you got what I need.
Hey girl, you got what I need.
So slow rock with me, baby. Slow rock with me.
I wanna take my time with you, girl, get to know you better. Slow walk through the rain and the stormy weather. You're the one I've been waiting on, so I can't let you go, girl. I gotta let you know I wanna take it slow. I ain't trying to move too fast for your mama, so let me know I wanna take it slow. But I can't sing to him, so homeboy, come on, let it know. I wanna take my time with you, girl.
Get to know you better.
Slow walk through the rain and the stormy weather.
You're the one I've been waiting on, and I wanna let you know.
I wanna let you know.
Take it slow.
Yes, that's right, girl. We can take it slow.
Take it slow.
The slow rocking.
Slow rock with you, baby. I just wanna take my time.
I wanna take my time.
Slow rock with you, shorty.
Let's take our time.
Promise that you're gonna be mine.
Just promise you'll be mine.
You're the one that I want. You're the one of my dreams, and you got what I need.
Hey girl, you got what I need.
So slow rock with me, baby.
Slow rock with me, right? Slow rock,
baby.
Just slow rock. I wanna take my time. time.
Slow rock with you, shorty.
Just promise that you promise you'll be mine.
You're the one that I want.
You're the one in my dreams.
What I need.
Hey girl, you got what I need.
Slow rock with me, baby.
Slow rock with me.
Slow rock with me.
Yeah.
Slow rock with me.
Let's slow rock. Let's slow rock. Can't stop. I love hip hop, but I love you more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. As in always, it leaves me usually cheerful knowing that we've done a little bit of our part in sharing data and information with you to give you something to think about, to take you into your new week or take you through the week or whatever time period that you're actually watching JCT TV this evening. On that note right there, as important always, I say success awaits us. Keep it coming, folks. See you back here same time, same place next week.
Two-tone and L-E-L-N-E-S-S-N. Yes, we are the very best.
$7 popping collars, eating shrimp, $5 met some girls from Guatemala, now they trying to holler.
Now before they wouldn't bother, now I'm trying to be a scholar, cause she giving all the knowledge to me.
Knowledge to me.
Doing her work every night of the week. Plus she chillin' up at college with me.
College with me, but we cruising, man. Rolling up at 430. Kush same color as a Kobe Road jersey, or a throwback worthy. Giraffe ass high, fresh breeze just passing us by. Cause I'm cruising on a Sunday afternoon. I got my good shoes on, ain't got no bad news. Here's what you say to the lady. Let me squeeze ya, oh, let me hold ya, oh, let me squeeze ya, oh, let me hold ya. Why? Cause I don't wanna leave this party, baby, without you. What you waiting for? Hop in the ride. Okay. What you waiting for? Hop in the ride. So I arrive at a party at 9. I reside beside Sim, thinking we fly. Time's on our side, but look again, and it's 11 p.m. Chalk it on the board. Time to sin. Let's begin. Hey, you kinda cute, and I got the loot to befriend both you and your girlfriend too.
You single, Tim Jones?
Well, that depends. Just then she turned to a friend and she said,
I really like him.
Say word.
I really like him.
Oh yeah.
I really